What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redefine Our Prime. My name's Chris.
I'm Ron.
And today we are going to do a little Stranger Things discussion. We're talking about Season 1, Season 2, what we thought, what we want from Season 3, stuff like that. But before we jump in, if you can take 1 second, please click on that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to us, really help the channel grow as we continue to bring you a lot of Stranger Things content. We have a lot of stuff planned for Season 3, including an episode-by-episode discussion, talk, review, everything Stranger Things.
If you want to be part of that, please subscribe.
It's going to be here. This is going to be Stranger Things HQ.
Absolutely.
In like 3 days.
Yeah, very soon.
Oh my god.
So binge with us.
Alright, so Ron, how did you feel about Stranger Things?
Okay, so I actually got introduced to the show from a friend of mine, Joe. If you're watching, this is all you, man. Joe Scarpa.
Oh, okay.
I said his name. I shouldn't have said his name. Whatever. I don't think he cares. We were actually doing conspiracy theories. We like to talk about that kind of stuff, you know. And he mentioned that there's this lab in Switzerland. Some of you may have heard of it called CERN, C-E-R-N. And there's a lot of people who speculate that maybe they've somehow broken into an interdimensional force because they're into particle physics. Yeah, and they're like the leading lab in the world for that. And there's a lot of people who make all types of conspiracy theories that they're Satanists, worshippers and stuff, and that they've somehow broken into another dimension. So he claimed that played a huge role in the inspiration of the show.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I automatically wanted to check it out. I checked it out, and you know me in 80s vibes. I love the 80s, and this show is just
straight 80s.
Oh my gosh, so many homages to the 80s. The intro music alone, that retro electro.
That was a nice little cover we found.
Yeah, we found a cover for it. We want to get flagged.
Shout out to Rorschach.
Yeah. So I was loving it. I loved how it started off with a mystery with Will getting taken, and you know him being stuck in the Upside Down is a direct homage to Poltergeist, a great 80s horror film.
Interesting.
Yeah, and Elle and Eleven and all her relationship with them and how they kind of hide her. That's kind of a homage to E.T., you know. So I really, really enjoyed it.
I like that.
Yeah. I just thought it's the perfect blend of new and old, which is what we need now because there's so many ideas that are just taken.
Yeah.
So if you could use nostalgia and make it new, I think that's what they did. They just took a whole bunch of different ideas from the 80s. They made, a pretty original story, but once again with tons of 80s stuff, and then it just ended up being awesome.
Right, I think that was such a, to your point, this is such a unique show where this hasn't been done on Netflix before, right? This kind of magnitude of a show, it really captivated audiences all over the world, and it's fantastic. I'm super looking forward to Season 3. Loved Season 1, loved the characters, love 11, obviously, who doesn't, right? If you don't comment in the chat, in the comments below that you don't. And
favorite 11 moment?
Favorite 11 moment?
Yeah.
In the first season, I loved when she saved Mike.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
when she cracked the guy's arm.
And then
oh my god,
Dustin, right? He's like, "She's our friend, and she'll effing kill you." Right? Yeah. That was awesome. I think that would probably be on top with me. Also, I love when they run into their teacher when they brought her to school, and he's like, "Hey, little girl, where are you from?" And she's like, "A bad place." And then they're like, she's, I don't know, where do they say she was from? Somewhere else.
Yeah,
and,
I remember.
Yeah, not the Upside Down or the lab, of course. But yeah, and...
Or when Dustin calls the teacher to talk about how to make the tank to get her to go the Upside Down.
Yeah.
Why do you need it? Just curious.
Well, it's Saturday. I'll see you on Monday. He's like, no, let me. And then the next scene is him writing down in a notebook. All right, yep. How many cups of salt? All right, got it.
That's great. I like the Demogorgon. Awesome Harper's a great character. Everything about this show is fantastic. Yes. And I mean, let's just talk about a random comment. Favorite character? What's another one of your favorite characters?
My favorite characters. Okay, well, Dustin and Elle are probably on my top favorites. Mm-hmm. I really like Steve.
I was just going to say, huge Steve fan. Especially in Season 2. I feel like his whole, how he's the babysitter, right? Where he's protecting everybody. And obviously when he helps Dustin with his hair at the end. Oh, man.
You know what was
Can't wait to see that character.
What was so refreshing about Steve is when I first saw the show, I was like, oh, great. He's just going to be the stereotypical jerk boyfriend. Yep. You know she's going to catch him making out with somebody else. Yep. And then she's going to go to,
the brother.
Yes. And no, he kind of had good motivation for not liking Nancy because she kind of screwed him over a little bit. You know, and then of course, at the end of the first season, he kind of showed his true colors when he tried to fight the Demogorgon. And then in the second season, him and Dustin.
The greatest.
Oh my God! What
was the baby Demogorgon that he?
I know this. It starts with a D. It starts with a D. Dart.
Close.
Dart. Yeah.
Oh yeah, D'Artagnan.
Right. You know, but when Steve, I think, became truly my favorite character when he was helping Dustin at the dance. Yeah, when he's got the same haircut, and then he's like, telling you, you gotta act like you don't care, and then they'll care.
And when they almost die, and he tells them what hairspray he actually uses, it was like a big moment. Oh, so great.
I'm a big Chief Hopper guy.
Oh yeah, of course.
He's great, and Winona Ryder. A lot of people found her annoying.
But she's great in the first season.
Yeah, she was great because how do you expect a mother to act when her child is lost or gone and everyone's saying she's
the paranoia
dead?
with the lights and
exactly.
Like, when she sees the wall move. And
yeah, that's probably how my mom would act. I'm sure that's how many of your mothers would act. So I really didn't find her annoying at all. I thought she did a great job. I thought she was like Emmy worthy.
I thought, and then in another character from season 2 that I'm looking forward to seeing in season 3 is the Red Ranger from the Power Ranger reboot.
He's in it.
Yeah, he's the brother of Mad Max.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that actor played the Red Ranger in the Power Ranger.
Oh, in the movie, not the original Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I was like, he's coming back?
Why would he?
I was like, hell yeah, my favorite Ranger's coming back? No, okay, all right.
Yeah, but so it looks like in the trailer for season 3, he's going to become the main villain. He's going to absorb the shadow monster that came out of Will in the season 2. So we'll see how he does. He was a good guy. He was the bad guy in. Like from a human standpoint.
I hope they give him more depth because Stranger Things is better than that. He was kind of like this mindless jerk in the second season.
Yeah, it was kind of like he was about to get with the one kid's mom.
Yeah, I really hope they flesh him out to make him more sympathetic or make us understand more why he's like the way he is.
Yeah, right.
And give Mad Max a little more to do because she was kind of useless.
Yeah.
I really hope we see more of that. What else? There was a couple other things.
There's one thing I want to say though. Just my only negative I have about Stranger Things is the episode where 11 goes and meets 11's
That's exactly what I wanted to talk about.
11's, the other numbers. I thought that was kind of like I want 11 to be with the team. I want the kids to be together. Don't
stay in Hawkins.
When she sends her off to go do her little adventure, and granted they kind of give us a little bit of background to that there's other numbers and what their powers are and stuff. I felt like it was not necessary for character development because she just turns around and comes back anyway. All it does is they tell her not to be afraid to use her powers, but I don't think she was afraid to use them anyway. And then she ends up going back and defeats the Shadow Monster, closes the rift. Epic scene where Harper's shooting. Oh my God, Bob! How can we not talk about Bob?
The Goonie. Yes, he. They had him in there because he was in the Goonies, and that's one of the greatest '80s kids movies of all time.
Man,
yeah,
so it's just great. We can't cover this. And
another thing. I love how they portray kids in this show because they make them realistic.
Yeah. Little
boys, they're not like like from E.T. where they're all nice and warm-hearted. They curse. They're dirty-minded. They're perverted, and I love how Stranger Things show that, especially with Dustin, how he's always yelling at his mom, and all that. But yeah, so take that Chicago crap out. We don't need to see that.
I don't think they're going to go back.
No, I think the audience backlash with that. They're definitely not going to have it in season 3. But I'm interested in seeing what happens with the mind flayer, right? Is that what he is? The big shadow monster.
Yeah.
From the Dungeons and Dragons, they named him after that. I want to see more about that because I think that's an awesome mystery, and I want to definitely see that fleshed out. That's another thing. In season 2, they paid homage to The Exorcist because Will was possessed.
Oh, yeah, they were actually doing
exactly. Yeah, so I really am pumped to see what other 80s, 70s nostalgia they pick up for season 3, and I'm looking forward to it. And please follow us episode by episode, binge with us. We're gonna have a blast
coming out this week. And let us know what your favorite moments from season 1 and season 2 where we'd love to talk to you about
favorite character,
everything, things you didn't like, and what you're looking forward to in season 3. Anything else?
That's all.
All right, guys. Have a great one, and thanks again for watching.